Hey guys, Alex Uria with Map Ranking. I bring you another case study for an auto collision center that we're ranking, and we made a lot of improvement in the last 30 days on expanding the Google Map Pack area where their rankings in position 1, 2, 1, 3. I'm going to be revealing exactly what I did. I'm going to talk about entity SEO and why that is so much more important than keywords in general. If you guys have been in business and for the past couple of years, you know by now that the old traditional SEO of ranking a website and then just putting keywords on your content, that doesn't work anymore, guys. So um, the new thing is entity SEO, and I'm going to cover why that's important, what it matters. I'm going to talk about citations, which are the two main things we did to expand the Google Map Pack rankings for this auto collision center. And also, I'm going to be talking about structural data. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. The first, we're looking at the Google Map grid on a 10-mile radius for an auto collision center that we were able to expand the Google Map Pack rankings to 30% in just 30 days. So last month they were at 24%, now we're at 30. So we increased 6% of this coverage area, the positions where they're ranking in 1, 2, or 3. So 30% was the increment. That's a big deal because even when you go up 1, 2, 3% in Google Map Pack rankings, that represents a big increase in business. Now, I was talking about entity SEO. Let me stop sharing the screen for a second. Entity SEO stands for optimizing your company around well-defined entities. Entities could be organizations, persons, concepts, things that Google understands very well, instead of optimizing your SEO just for keywords. So, how do we find these entities that we need to optimize for? So, I use a tool called InLinks. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you again. And inlinks.net, you just type in your website and it's going to give you suggestions for what type of entities you should be optimizing for. In this case, it gave me, hey, Arlington Heights, Illinois. And it picked a couple of different cities, but the one that I want to optimize for is Arlington Heights, Illinois. So I picked that one for my entity optimization. And then it also gave me other type of entities, like for example, traffic collisions, automobile repair shop, service. This is a service business, of course, that's important. So you use this tool to pick what are the entities, the well-defined places, concepts, objects, persons, companies, organizations that you want Google to associate your business with. So this is key. Let me stop sharing again. Entities help Google better understand what you need to be, what you're offering to your clients, why you are different, why you're the best choice, and why they should be recommending you. So entities are used as a validator to validate what you're offering, to validate your services, to validate your company, and therefore to give you a better ranking, right? Instead of just keywords. So going back, how do you use those entities? Well, for starters, once you have them defined, once you know what all the different SEO entities that you need to be associated with, you can, number one, optimize your content around those entities, but also optimize your structured data. This same tool, InLinks, I use it to create structured data in the form of schema markup, which is coding that goes behind your website. This goes behind the scenes. This is not for the public to see. And this is just an example. This is not completely defined, but it looks something like this. What type of entities am I associated with? Well, a collision, repairs, auto body, a shop, but also with frame, with dents, with an estimate, with Arlington Heights, with accidents. And then it helps Google, this schema markup helps Google understand even further because we need to associate all of those entities together. Hey, by the way, we're talking about accidents, which is defined on Wikipedia as here is the link. We're talking also about Arlington Heights, which is a place, which is actually right here, it's a city. and it's defining Wikipedia as Arlington Heights, Illinois. And we're also talking about Dent, which is a theme, which is defining Wikipedia right here. So once you create this schema markup or this structured data, we need to add it to the website. We need to add it to the header. And Google, when they visit, when they crawl your website again, is going to be quickly understanding everything that your page it's about and all the entities that are associated with the services that you offer, and it's going to give you a big push in rankings. Now, once you add that to the header, another thing that's very important that we did is citations, guys. Oh, by the way, there's a tool called Schema Validator. If you just go on Google and search for Schema Validator, I use this Schema Validator. You can, whenever, whether you create your own structured data, you have to validate it here to make sure that everything is correct before you add it to the website, in case you're doing it on your own. And then finally, citations. The quality of citations are important. We build citations for all of our clients. Even if you're not working with map ranking, go to mapranking.com and we have a page where you can order citations. These are exactly the same ones that we use for our clients. They're guaranteed to give you a big push in rankings. You can order it for $350 and it will give you a robust network of 150 citations that are proven that will help you and give you a big push in rankings. So that's it. Only these two, three things are making sure you start optimizing around entities, that you use structured data, and that you improve your citations. It's going to give you a big push. If you guys are in a company, you're reading the map pack like this auto collision center, but you want to expand, you want it to continue to grow. Why not? These three things in as little as 30 days will give you a much bigger impact in your city. Finally, remember, if this video is valuable, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, Google Maps SEO, local SEO. That's going to help all the business owners like yourself find my channel and get this valuable information. And finally, if you don't know where you're ranking on Google Maps, we have a free tool on mapranking.com. Just go mapranking.com and you'll see a button right there that says check my Google Map rankings, and it's going to scan your city for whatever keyword you want to be ranking for, and I'll give you a free report. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much.